Hi everyone, good evening. How are we doing today?
Hello
I
everyone.
see a lot of you. Yeah, Abhishek, you want to say hi? How are we doing
Hi, hello
today?
everyone. I hope all of you are doing well.
Yeah, so I see a lot of you are still joining. So, do you guys want us to wait or do you want us to quickly get started? Let us know in the chat. Hi, Rahul. All right. So we'll wait for everyone for the question answer session. But before that, let me give you a quick introduction. So this is a pre-bootcamp Ask Me Anything session that we are conducting for you guys to answer all your questions about how Indian accounting and bookkeeping professionals can work in the international market, especially given the tax season that's going on. So, if you guys have any doubts or questions pertaining to this, please feel free to keep us posted. Quick introductions. This is Roshan Mariam from the Executive Office of Skill Arbitrage. I also have Abhishek Parekh, who is our Deputy Director, join us today. And Abhishek and
Hello
I will be
everyone.
conducting the boot camps as well for you, alongside Abhyuday, of course. He'll bring in insights and everything for you guys. But for now, Abhishek and I are here to answer all your questions and, you know, get you a little more prepped for the boot camp. So let us know if you have any questions. We are here for the next 30 minutes. Hello.
Any questions that you might have?
Yeah. All right, so Premalata has a very interesting question. I'm just a BCom graduate doing only inventory. Can I do this? You're never just a BCom graduate. Let's begin with that. And yes, you will still be able to do this regardless of what background you come from. You can be a BCom holder or even an engineer. If you learn the right kind of skills to work in the US market or the global market for that matter, you will more than be able to do this.
Yeah, skills plus creating an outreach is what the key is. So once you do that, Premlata, you're good to go.
Yeah,
Doesn't matter whether you're a BCom graduate or you're a CA or a CS.
exactly. Okay. Someone, Nil Char is asking, you have said so many things through WhatsApp regarding forms which are to be filled, but I'm totally new to the accounts and I don't know anything about tax, etc. So what should I do? Nil Char, you don't have to worry about anything. The bootcamp is structured in a way that even beginners understand whatever it is to be done. So form filling is just getting information from the client and putting it in the forms format, right? So you don't need to have any prior experience doing this for you to do US tax filing. It's not as complex as what you see here in India, all right? So don't worry about that.
All right. So Sajjat has asked, has said they have a good experience in accounting. Can I work? Yes, absolutely. You're good to go. Whether you're a fresher, you're somebody who does not have that kind of an experience, or you hold some experience. This is something, whatever we are going to be talking about, is something that anybody can basically leverage to their advantage, right? So
Yes.
that's that. Is there any age restriction? No. Whatever we are going to be talking about, there is no such age restriction per se with respect to that. Whatever are the prerequisites, we will let you know in the boot camp, but there are no age restriction. There's no age restriction to start working, start earning with respect to US accounting.
Yeah. The international clients care about the output of the work you give. They don't care you have a BCom degree or a CA degree or you're of 25 years of age. They don't care about all that. So, yeah. Aman Basin has a question. What's the procedure to get clients work? So, Aman, great question, first of all. We'll show you multiple outreach techniques in the boot camp. All right. We'll show you freelance how you can get freelance gigs or how you can directly reach out to clients through accelerators and other portals. We have specific segments for outreach itself because, like Abhishek said, we focus on learning the skill as well as reaching out side by side. So whatever you learn in the boot camp will be accompanied by an outreach technique that's implementable by all. All right? Yeah.
Okay. Somebody, I cannot see your name. I would request you to everybody to please change their name so that we can,
Yeah.
address you by your names. So you're asking whether skill arbitrage provides internship opportunity in US accounting. So what we do is we help students attain certain skills. We help students attain certain, get outreach to get themselves out there so that they can scout internships for themselves, and we help them in any way possible to achieve that, right? So once you
Absolutely.
basically enroll, once you come into the course, you will be guided through very different channels which you can basically take advantage of and get the optimum opportunities. All right, so yeah, that's that with respect to internship opportunities. There are quite a lot of opportunities, paid internship opportunities, paid gigs,
Yeah.
projects that you can do irrespective of your qualification. All right.
And the best part is not many people know of this work, huh? So the short amount of people that know this tap into the opportunity, get the best ones and go. And by the time more people know it, you'll already be a experienced professional in this field. So your clients are obviously gonna stick by you. So now is the time you can actually tap into this opportunity while the market is still unsaturated and unexplored. So multiple opportunities. Internship, freelance, part-time, full-time, doesn't matter. You can get it all. So don't worry about that. Mona is asking, I'm doing entries in Tally Prime, so can I do this? Yes, Mona. The thing about accounting softwares used in the US or other economies, it could be QuickBooks, Zoho Books, the other one was Zero. All these are way more easier than Tally. E- so much that even someone who's never done accounting before will be able to do it with these softwares. So don't worry about not knowing any other software, you're good to go. Kurshid is asking, what's the earning potential? So when you talk about your earning potential as a fresher in the international market, you can expect to earn anywhere between $10 to $15 per hour as a fresher. All right. And then as you go, you'll earn more, your monthly income, your full-time role pays you well, so on and so forth. To give you perspective, let me tell you about one of our students, Pratik Jain. All right, he joined us when he was earning 3,500 rupees from his internship. He got to know about the international market, learned skills that are actually needed in the international market, and today he earns a steady income of 80 to 85,000 rupees per month. That is the kind of jump our students see, and I'm pretty sure if you learn the skills, you can also see similar jumps. Yeah, and all
Okay.
of this is done in under 1 year. Sorry, go ahead, Abhishek.
Yeah. Okay, Leela Krishna, you're asking how do we get the clients in the first place? How have I have my own practice planning to work on US clients? How do we proceed further? So, Leela Krishna, the first thing is attaining skills, right? Attaining skills is the first part. Then, along with the skills, simultaneously, you have to create that kind of outreach for yourself, right? So you basically leverage LinkedIn for it. You go and scout opportunities on platforms like Upwork, on Fiverr. But then, in order for you to attract clients on these platforms, again, you have to show certain credentials. You have to show them that yes, I know this work. So all of that is something that we help students do. In fact, our assignments that we basically give to the students are built in such a way that it gives you an experience of actually working on a project that you would get from a client. So those assignments can also be used as work samples. That basically is a proof of the work that you are doing. So all of these things, when you start getting opportunities, people start seeing your work. So that's how you build your credentials along with learning the skills.
Yeah, absolutely right. Aman Basin has another question. What are the suggested career streams within finance in the AI era economy? So, Aman, at the bootcamp, in fact, tomorrow, You will be learning about 7 roles you can get started with, out of which you will see different roles like financial virtual assistant, remote bookkeeper, financial analyst, and you'll also see people who've done this specific role and are doing great for themselves, regardless of being in the AI era. All right. So we have, what I'm about to say is, we have so many roles you can tap into, and all these are already explored. So we have a different segment in the bootcamp for this. All right.
All right. I think Mariam's network has a network issue.
I'm
Um,
back. I'm back.
all right. So, okay. Sajjad is asking, do we have to pay you and will you help us getting the clients from USA or we need to find ourselves? So, Sajjad, once you come on board with us, we take care of quite a lot of things end to end, right? We will help you not only attain the particular skills, but we will also help you with creating your profile, building those kind of credentials that will help you attain the work, right? So from creating your profiles on platforms like LinkedIn, on Upwork, on Fiverr, to helping you actually learn those skills, all of this is something that we do. So you don't have to worry much about even the outreach bit once you come on board. uh, Pradyuman is asking, does a person in India required to work in night shift? No. So that is not the case. A lot of clients, what they do is they will give you a particular project and they will give you a time frame within which they need it completed, right? So now it is up to you as to when it is, what time zone do you want to work in. The client is not going to be sitting on your head and saying, okay, now this is the time that I'm awake, so you should be working with me right now. That is not the case. Okay, so there's no such thing that you have to be working in night shift. These are project based assignments that you would usually get from clients, and you can basically finish them up in your own time, right, respecting the deadline of the same.
Okay, Nagesh Rao saying, how much should we charge to file one form? Now, Nagesh, that's a very subjective question. If you're filing tax forms, again, it depends on the state in which you're filing for. US has about 50 states. So, on an average, you can charge, if you're filing other corporate forms, like let's say you're filing a DBA form. If you don't know what a DBA is, don't worry, we'll teach you at the bootcamp. It's just another filing that you do for a company that has two names. Okay, so for that form, you can charge anywhere between $80 to $200, depending on how big of a company it is, how complex of an assignment that is. For tax forms, again, it depends on the state, like I said. For other kinds of corporate filings, let's say you're filing for a FBN statement. FBN is fictitious business name, all right, which is same as DBA, $80 to $200. So you, as a rule of thumb, just know one thing: whatever you charge them will be exponentially more than what you'll charge a client in India. Okay, so that is not going to be a problem at all. And Pallavi is asking, is there guarantee that we get a job? So there is no guarantee that you'll get a job. Let me tell you that. There is nowhere in this whole world that people are guaranteeing you a job. But if you learn the skills and do proper outreach, there is no room for failure, right? You're doing everything that it takes. So why wouldn't you get a job? So look at it that way. Yeah.
Mhm. Another question that you've asked, Pallavi, is that is fluent English necessary? No. So accounting work is not something that requires you to have fluent English, right? You will be required to do certain tasks which are more technical in nature, not really language oriented. So you will not be requiring sublime English in order to be able to do these tasks. For communication, now we have AI, so you can always run whatever you want to speak, whatever you want to communicate to the client through AI. What the client is concerned with is your output, is the work that they are hiring you to do, not how well you speak English or how well you communicate. As long as your work is excellent, you don't have to worry about your English not to be up to the mark. All right.
Yeah.
And Pradyuman, you've asked how will it be affected by AI skills learned becoming redundant in 2 years? So it is, of course, we can't deny the fact that AI is able to do quite a lot of things now, but there are still a lot of things when it comes to accounting that we've not yet reached there. And AI may be able to do only very clerical things when it comes to accounting,
Yeah.
and that also needs to be reviewed. You understand, accounting, taxation, all of this is something which is very high stake. So nobody is completely relying on AI to do all of this. It will always require to be proofread, to be QC'd, and that also is something that just a business owner, just an individual who doesn't understand taxation or accounting will not be able to do by themselves. So there is no replacement that is happening as of right now with respect to all of this work. So I would
We
say
all
you're
saw
safe.
what happens when you completely let AI replace accounting. We all saw what happened with Deloitte in not one but two countries.
Yeah.
It produced AI generated results for the Canadian and Australian government, if I'm not wrong, and they got fined big time. They got fined about $400,000 in Australia, and I'm not sure how much they got fined in Canada, simply because they gave AI generated reports without verifying. The usage of AI is never the problem, and AI replacing you is not even a question here. So I'll tell you something, guys. AI will segregate accountants into two different kinds. All right. Accountants who know how to use AI and use it only for the clerical parts. Number two, people, accountants who don't learn how to use AI and let it replace them. We want you to belong in the former category, which is why tomorrow, when we'll show you how to work this accounting software called Zero, we'll teach you what AI can do inside the software and where human intervention is required. So that will give you a bit more idea or clarity on how you and AI can work on a collaborated manner. All right, it's never going to replace you, or your skills are not going to become redundant unless you're only doing bookkeeping and data entry. Pamal
Sajjad,
Raj
you
is
asked
asking, is
me.
there any age
Sorry,
restriction?
yeah,
So
please
sorry
go.
to cut you off, Abhishek. There is no age
Yeah.
restriction, guys. Even if you are over the age of 60, you'll be able to do this. 70 years old, 80 years, you'll still be able to do this if you learn the right skills and learn the right kind of outreach. Please go ahead, Abhishek.
All right. So, Sajjad, you asked, we need to work only accounting, finance. So, we will give you a list of skills that you need to learn in the boot camp. So, we'll tell you exactly what it is that one needs to learn when it comes to accounting, accounting adjacent work, taxation. So, don't worry about that. Hold on. Do attend the boot camp. You will be not only given these skills, but some of the skills will actually, the list of the skills, but some of the skills will actually be taught to you, and we will also be sharing certain templates, certain giveaways with you guys at the end of each day. So all of this will help you understand what is the work, what is the opportunity that lies, right? Along with it, we'll also talk about how much you can earn, and other a lot of other things which I'm sure you guys are excited to learn about. So don't worry, hold on, we'll let you know tomorrow what are all the skills that you're required to
Mhm.
learn. And as I said, that you it doesn't matter which particular background you belong from, whether you're from commerce, science, you've never done accounting. If it is something that you want to learn, you will be able to. It's not rocket science at the end of the day.
Yeah. Yogesh Shah is asking how much fees for course. Guys, the boot camp, if you're asking about, is a completely free boot camp. You don't have to pay anything for the boot camp and the giveaways that Abhishek just told you. If you want extra assistance from us, that's available as well. But the boot camp in general is for free. All right. Um, Sorry, I think I missed a question. Sajid Hussain is asking, do we get work from companies or self-assessment from individual? So you can either go for a freelance assignment, which is what is self-assessment, I'm assuming, and you can also target companies. You can be an in-house accounting professional or a bookkeeping professional. The possibilities are endless when it comes to the roles you can play. It's just that regardless of the route you go with, you will have to learn the same skills if you want to work in the global market. All right. So both of these things are possible, Sajid. That is what I'm saying. Madhav Rao is asking, is it preparing of books, accounts, or filing forms? All of that. You will help them with books of accounts preparation, tax filing, reconciliation of reports and stuff, e-commerce businesses and all, if you take, they have presence in marketplaces, right, like Amazon, Shopify. So these marketplaces give them a different kind of report, and their bank statement is in a different format. So you help the business reconcile these through documents also. In fact, tomorrow I'll be teaching you how to do this, in fact. So different kinds of assignments, starting from books, preparation of books of accounts, to tax filing, tax return, etc., etc. Tax filing you won't be able to do because that's a CPA's job. But filling a tax form, preparing whatever is required, that is something you can do.
There are two
Yeah.
ways to go about it actually. So if you're hired by a client will still be able to create their account and basically go by it, and you can help them. Or you could work with a CPA who you can
Mm-hmm.
basically essentially who will give you certain work. You won't actually file, but you will do all the work at the back end and deliver it to them, so they pay you good amount of money in order to be able to take those services from you, right? So
Yeah.
that's that. Leela Krishna is asking, can we trust the clients? Do they really pay us? As I heard so many websites like Upwork in which clients are not paying in time or not paying at all. So Upwork has pretty, straightforward or pretty stringent policies with respect to payment to their, freelancers, whoever is using their platform, right? And it doesn't generally, we have worked with so many students, Leela Krishna, who work for different clients on Upwork, and we very seldom come across such cases wherein the client has not paid or has run away, because there is certain amount that actually is logged in by Upwork. Once you want to use Upwork as somebody who wants to take certain services, and that money will automatically go to the freelancer as long as they are providing the required services. So don't worry, it doesn't happen. There might be certain very very exceptional cases where this has happened, but this is not something which is commonplace.
Yeah. And one more thing you can do is you can give them the assignment in a phased manner. So before you give them the final, documentation or whatever it is that you're working for them, you can get the full payment and then give it to them. So that is always an option that most of our students follow as well. Mm, Abhijit Abhijit is asking, for different states in the US, are there different rules for tax filing? Do we have to learn different tax rules? No. So there are going to be minimal changes. Let me be straightforward with you, but it's completely learnable. It's like you filling a form in India. So when you go to the MCA website, you fill different kinds of forms. In the IT portal, you file different kinds of forms, right? Does that mean you have to learn entirely different rules or anything? No, you just scout for the information required, get it from the client, and put it in the form. As simple as that. And we will teach you how to file sales tax, income tax, different kinds of other corporate filings throughout the 3 days. So you'll get an idea on what's required. Ruth, Ruth Bara is asking, how will we get the work? So, Ruth, one of two ways can happen. Either you can be a freelancer and go on profiles, like go on portals like Upwork, Fiverr, People Per Hour, and find freelance gigs and work for international clients. Or you can find a job in a company or a CPA firm to work in their firm specifically. So we'll teach you how to find clients in both the routes tomorrow, and in the upcoming 3 days. You don't have to worry about that, but these are the different avenues you can explore.
Shiv, you're asking, in bootcamp we study accounting in software. I think you mean that will we be talking about various software accounting tools. So that is something we will be doing. We'll be touching upon Zero, on QuickBooks, A2X. There are multiple platforms that one can use, but multiple softwares that one can use that will help them with accounting, bookkeeping, and that is something that we are going to be talking about thoroughly in the bootcamp. So do attend. I hope I'll see you in the session.
Yeah.
I think Upwork, etc., is already very crowded and competitive, and how will the fresher get the work? So, Sayamani, the thing is that there is, we will tell you tomorrow, we'll delve very deep into it as to what is the opportunity, what is the extent of the opportunity that lies in front of us. It's a lot of work that is required to be done. There is, in fact, a dearth of people who can take up the work. There are very less US accountants who are qualified to do this kind of work that
Yeah.
we are going to be talking about. So once you have those skill sets, you already have a leverage, you already have an advantage over other people. So you won't have to worry much about competition. Not everybody out there on Upwork is firstly looking to do accounting and bookkeeping work. Secondly, if they are, there is still, maybe they do know or they don't know the work to the extent that you will get to know. And once you again start doing the work, you may be charging a slightly lesser in the beginning, because you need to build your credentials, you need to basically get those kind of reviews that will work in your favor. And once you do that, you slowly start building a kind of profile that cannot be ignored, that people will be able to heavily rely on. So this is something that will then become routine, you getting work, you finding opportunities coming to you directly, people coming to you and handing the work over to you. Of course it takes time. I'm not going to just say that it will happen within a matter of 2 days. But if you are consistently working on these things, on learning skills, on creating outreach for yourself for a consistent amount of time, you will definitely see results. There is no doubt about that.
Yeah. Neha is asking, can you please share assignments that we should do to make our portfolio and track record? So, Neha, all these assignments will be discussed in great detail tomorrow. So, make sure to attend the boot camp. Right now, if I give you the list of assignments that you will have to perform, it will seem overwhelming because you don't know how to do them in the first place. So, tomorrow we'll share the different kinds of skills you will need to get started with these assignments and then give you the list of assignments. All right. Okay, Nagesh Rao is asking, I'm not certified CPA or CA. Can I introduce myself as a freelancer? Yes, you can. You don't have to have any fancy degree for that matter to, work in the accounting and bookkeeping field in global market. So that's good to go. Um, Shiv Shivka is asking any charges in Upwork, etc. Yeah, Upwork requires you to purchase credits for you to pitch to freelance gigs. But that is why tomorrow we'll also show you some other techniques that require no investment as such. You can directly go and pitch yourself. All right, we'll show you this tool called Apollo. We'll show you Y Combinator. All these are different portals through which you can reach out to clients or CPAs or companies, business owners, etc., etc., and pitch to them saying you can help them with their accounting job. All right. So,
Dikshan, yeah.
hmm. No, no,
So
you go
Dikshan
ahead.
is
That's the question.
Dikshan is asking, from your last boot camp, I started to read CPA startups, and whatever I see, so I get a response from a firm that their accounts vacancy is full. Am I on the right path? So Dikshan, it's not just about cold emailing or just blindly reaching out to people. You also have to prove it to people that you're worth it. You're worth a response, or basically you will be able to do what you're reaching out for. So again, skills, attaining the skills goes hand in hand with doing all this outreach work. And you will also be able to put yourself out there more confidently if you have attained those skills. So again, focus on building the skills, plus then reaching out, creating this kind of outreach, or and again, just cold emailing is not the only way in which you can do it. There are multiple channels which we will tomorrow, or in the coming days, be talking about. So you will get a
Hmm.
much better clarity thereafter.
Yeah. So if you guys have any other question, do let us know. But I don't see any other question for now. So in the meantime, I'll brief you on what we are going to discuss in the next 3 days. So on day one, which is tomorrow, we are going to be talking about opportunities you have in the global market, followed by how Indian accounting professionals like you can land remote roles in the US or any other advanced economy for that matter, and earn anywhere between $1,000 to $2,000 per month. People have actually done this, guys, let me tell you. And you don't have to move to the US or any other country. You can stay in India and still make this money. And on day two, we'll move to something that most people never receive, which is a structured 6 month roadmap that we give all our learners. So, this is like a roadmap that you can follow to earn $1,000 to $2,000 in the next 6 months. All right, this will be a monthly income. And this roadmap will have different kinds of skills that you'll need to learn, how to do it in a sequential manner, and how to build practical skills so that freelancing opportunities and other international remote opportunities come, and you will be positioning yourself for those. All right. So day two will be again, with the 6 month plan, we'll also show you other skills. And then moving on to day three, which is going to be skill packed, we'll teach you how to incorporate entities in the US. We'll teach you how to file sales tax in different states in the US. We'll also touch upon some other corporate filings. I was talking to you about DBA filing, right? Which is when a business has two names, we file something called as DBA filing. So we'll teach you how to do that. All these things are remote opportunities that you professionals can do from India for international clients. And throughout this journey, Abhishek and I will guide you from the learning perspective, and Abhyuday, our COO, will also join you and give you some, operational lens and industry, insights to help you understand everything better. Now, I want you guys to answer something honestly. Are you guys willing to be here where you are right now for the next 2, 3 years? Or do you feel like that it's time to upgrade, learn new skills, and approach your career a bit more strategically? What do you guys want to do? Let us know in the chat. Let's see. All right. Pradyum is asking, okay, so many people are saying upgrade, but let me go to Pradyum's question. You're free not to answer this. With due respect, can I ask, if people are earning 2 lakhs, then why are you not doing this? I'll tell you. Number one, I'm not an accounting or bookkeeping professional. I'm a lawyer, and so is Abhishek. And we are an edtech company. Our primary goal is to educate people on these opportunities. So, by this, yeah, with this logic, if you go and ask your school teacher, if you're a science teacher, why aren't you a scientist, you won't go ask them that, right? Because their forte is teaching, and so is ours. I hope that answers, Pradyum, and no, you didn't offend us, don't worry. Okay, so many people are saying learn more knowledge and upgrade, which is a great thing. And that is exactly what you're gonna get by the end of these 3 days with us. And you'll meet people who've already done this. We'll have people join us live, talk to you about their journey. They started exactly where you are, and in 6 to 12 months, they've, done so good for themselves. So if you have any questions for people who've already done this, please bring them to the boot camp and they'll be more than happy to answer. All right. Now, just to give you a quick run through of what's required to attend the bootcamp, you need to have Zoom. So the bootcamp happens on Zoom, and we'll send you an invite link. You might have already received it if you have registered it. If you've registered already for the bootcamp, you might have already received a Zoom link through which you can join the bootcamp and attend. So make sure to do that. And if you haven't registered for the bootcamp yet, please go register. The link is there in the description, and we'll also send it to you in the chat right now. You can go ahead, register, and join us. All right. Abhishek, do you want to tell them about the timings, or do you want me to tell them?
Yeah, so tomorrow and day after tomorrow we'll be having the time. The timing is 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. And then on Monday
Yeah.
we have it from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. All right. So we look forward to interact with you, to talk about the opportunity, some skills, and we'll make sure to make it worth your while. Don't worry. So do attend it. We'll have a good time across all the 3 days. Right?
And guys, this is a live only boot camp. So if you're unable to attend, you won't get any recordings or anything. So make sure to set your alarms and be there. Yeah. Pamal Raj, the timing is from 7 to 10 only on Monday, which is the third day. For tomorrow and day after, which is day 1 and day 2, the timing is from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. IST. All right. Thank you so much, everyone. You guys have been wonderful. We can't wait to see you there at the boot camp and answer more questions for you, I guess. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks, everyone. Bye. Have a good
Bye,
night.
guys.